Tuning into touch. This is Cathy Bartoli from theintimacydasher.com.
And I'm Reid from readaboutsex.com.
You actually
Everybody just clicked off. They're like, stop it!
I love you talk about this. Tuning into the touch we're feeling so that we get actually a lot more sensation and sensuality. Mm-hmm. And it's really, when you first showed it to me, it was really powerful.
Yeah.
Like I could feel the ridges of my fingertips.
Mm-hmm. So the basic thing, and again, like I use a lot of other people's best stuff, mm-hmm. and then repackage it, and I do try to attribute it. So Betty Martin, who's an amazing educator, and helped us out with Cuddle Party way back, and still is helping it with Cuddle Party today, even though I'm not involved with it. She talks about some of this idea of just slowing down touch, mm-hmm. which has you become more present. So the idea is, and when I talk about it with sex education, is like how do you touch or approach the clitoris? You know, it's like we're in the wild, and like, there it is, it's a clitoris. Like, you don't charge the clitoris. Okay? Similar with just people in general.
Yeah.
Slowing down helps you pick up more information and helps the other person feel more. And the analogy, the visual for me is like you're driving down a country road, you're driving too fast, you can't see the street signs because they're tiny. You need to slow down enough to be able to pick up more information.
Yes.
This is all to say that when you're touching, like, can I have your arm?
Yes.
Okay. A lot of people are like, oh my God, your skin is so soft. And that's great. That's creating a lot of stimulation.
Right. And
But
it's like going through a 5-course meal all at once.
Yeah, it's not creating a lot of information. Okay. Or it's creating a lot of information, but information you can't pick up.
Right.
So if I slow down and actually go at the speed where I can pick up the most information through my fingers, I'm also creating a situation where there's more information for you to be able to experience. Where I'm kind of, feeling for, like, you don't have very hairy arms, even though you're Italian. That was a joke. Don't get all angry, Italian people. So I want to travel fast enough to be able to actually feel the hairs on my skin.
Or the texture of the skin.
Yeah. So slowing things down and going softer at first.
Yeah.
The other thing that I talk about is, like, if you want to rub your eyelashes, and if you're watching, like, try this. Don't poke yourself in the eye. But, like, the gentleness with which you stroke your eyelashes is a good gentleness to start with touch. Mm-hmm. As things get revved up and you guys get more like rah into it, then you can go harder and faster, because then it's about the shift from subtle information to creating a lot of stimuli.
Right.
And that has a lot to do with, as a geek, the differences in your blood chemistry changing, mm-hmm. and how you're leveraging force and your pelvic floor muscles to create other things. Mm-hmm. But for just like nurturing touch, practice going slower and lighter and seeing how that changes things.
I really love that kind of touch, and it actually helps me if I'm being intimate with someone to get turned on. I love Carol Queen talks about not moving faster than your turn on. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times when we're with someone, our head is like, I want to get there. I want to reach orgasm or get in their pants. And we're not really paying attention to where we are in our turn on. And by starting nice and slow like that, you let the turn on build really powerfully, mm-hmm. and it can be incredibly delightful.
Yeah. And again, like, you're tuning into people, you're going slow enough for yourself to mm-hmm. notice stuff. For a lot of people who get aroused by anticipation,
yeah.
you going slower and softer creates this craving for more.
Yes.
And in a world where a lot of people are just being kind of like pawed and
mindlessly
and manhandled mindlessly, you going softer and gentler at first will sometimes surprise people. Be like, "What are you doing?"
Yes.
And you're like, "I'm going softer and gentler." And you're like, "What?" And they're like, "Because that's smarter." And they're like, "I'm feeling a lot." And you're like, "That's the point."
Yes.
So play with this. Everyone's different. Some of you You won't like it, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But test it out. It's a bandwidth of touch that we don't get role modeled or taught, and it's really nutrient rich.
Yes.
A place for you to explore.
And you can even try, I love Betty Martin's, where she takes each of you take 3 minutes and touch each other and explore that way. And you can say, oh, that's too light, that's kind of tickly, or just notice what the other person likes.
Yep.
So leave comments below. We'd love to know if you've tried this, what your experience is.
How's it going for you in our videos? Bye.